I'm a person who thrives on learning, developing new skills and competencies and implementing them to yielding results and keeping business ahead of the curve, which I have been able to do through my career path. So yes, the journey has been super exciting. So talent needs to be combined with hard work. If alone someone has talent, then it is very difficult, I would say, and definitely hard work is one component that needs to be there in whatever you do, and that needs to be incorporated in the approach overall. Tough times extend an opportunity to retrospect and reinvent. Make yourself stronger and develop the required tensile strength to bounce back.
Good evening, ma'am. Myself, Sanjana Kapoor, and I am the Senior Manager for Investment Banking and Finance at StartupLanes. And it's a great honor to connect with you today and have this interview session.
Thank you so much, Sanjana. Very good evening to you as well.
So starting as usual, I would like you to please give an introduction about yourself to our audience.
Sure. So let me start with the point from where I started my professional career. So being a portfolio management specialist, I started my career in the banking industry. The insatiable quest to explore new and challenging propelled my movement to telecom, where I handled a series of different portfolios ranging from operations head in customer service to trade promotion head in sales and distribution. In almost all the profiles I handled, I always found myself involved in business transformation and people function. Sometimes directly as part of my KPI and sometimes indirectly as an internal consultant to the function. Soon I realized that my passion to explore the new, a drive to reimagine and re-architect the existing, and an instinct to link the outcomes back to business offered me a perfect reason to migrate to the digital transformation space. Though I have a very versatile background painted with a series of exciting business critical roles across industries, the major part of portfolio has been handling transformations in fast-paced, complex and multicultural contexts, embroidered with the colorful threads of technology, HR and business excellence.
So let me ask you our next question. Some of the points you have already answered for this question, but still I would like if you can answer it more in detail, because our readers would love to know your journey so far, and if you can tell us more about your professional journey.
As you rightly said that, most of it is already covered in my introduction bit. I would say that rapid digitization continually fueled my tech quotient. And here I am enabling touchless operations for the top-notch global organizations from across different industries. As Associate CTO for Talent and HR at Accenture, I am engaged in innovation and technology management lifecycle for asset development in support of talent and HR business.
Then my next question to you is that can you think of your tough time and how did you tackle it?
I will answer that question starting back from a question. How do you define tough times? These are the times when the sequence of events in our life, personal or professional, either don't seem to fall in place or we don't seem to get the right kind of support which we deserve and feel challenged. I strongly feel that such situations are an integral part of everyone's life, and I'm no exception. So I faced them by reminding myself that I have the mettle and grit to sail through this phase of my life successfully and reversion to a stronger, more competent self.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an insightful answer. So similarly, since you have told about how did you tackle the tough times, so my question comes related to it only, that is it necessary to keep yourself updated, and how do you keep yourself updated, regarding the latest trends which is going on in the industry?
So I would say keeping oneself updated is the sheer survival instinct in today's world. And in fact, it's very easy now to keep pace with the latest trends, since we have an open access to information through different sources. We just need to make sure that we keep few minutes aside every day to upskill ourselves and leverage them to accentuate the contribution we are making to the society and the organizations we are aligned with.
So my next question is, what is your success mantra? And if you can share your original quote or a quote that you follow.
My success mantra is a lot of hard work and a very strong faith in myself. And my quote is, be yourself, be unstoppable.
How can your followers become like you?
They don't need to become like me. They just need to be themselves. Have a very strong belief in their potential and go all out to chase their dreams.
Great, ma'am. Who would you like to thank for supporting you in your career and life?
Yes, it's my mother who stood by me through all thick and thin in my life. My kids who have been extremely understanding and supportive. There have been several occasions where I had competing priorities, and being a single parent, it could have been very difficult to manage them had they not been considerate and cooperative. A huge amount of credit also goes to my mentors and coaches who guided me through difficult times. I would say I have been fortunate enough to have had the opportunity to work with the best minds throughout my career who inspired me as colleagues and supported me as wonderful souls.
Great. Hats off to you for being a single parent. You have reached this point of your success. That's really, really great and really inspiring. So hats off, ma'am.
Thank you.
My last question to you, should people connect with you? If people want to connect with you for anything, for guidance, for mentorship, or any other thing they require, how they can connect with you?
On LinkedIn, and definitely I could be reached out there. And most of the time I respond, but it is over the weekends mainly, because through the week, the schedule is very demanding. So in case if you drop me a message, there's a high probability that you would get a revert over the weekend.
Is there anything else you would like to tell our audience about yourself? Is something which younger generation of today's India should keep in mind? Please, you are free to tell.
I would definitely say that this generation, the younger generation, is very, very talented, very smart. If I compare myself 20 years back, and you know, when I was, or rather let me put it like this, that when I was 22 years old versus a colleague who is 22 years old, in the current scenario, I find them much ahead of me and much more, much smarter than what we used to be. But the only thing I want to mention is that there is no shortcut to success. The thing which I evidently see is that sometimes super talented people become a little lackadaisical in terms of working hard. So I always say this, I have experienced this in my own life, that if there is a race between talent and hard work, definitely hard work is going to win.
Anything you would like to say about StartupLanes?
It's a fantastic, organization, I would say, with best in class people, and they are doing phenomenally good job in terms of bringing the success stories together, reaching out to people, creating visibility of what is happening around. So definitely, I would say that a fantastic job being done there.
It was great to connect with you, not just from behalf of StartupLanes. Me as a person also would like to thank you that I got a chance to connect with you.
Same here. This was fantastic.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much being such a great inspiration for all of us, especially women.
All the best to you guys, and anytime you please feel free to reach out to me. I'm there with whatever I can help.
Those are really big words for us and mean a lot to us. Thank you so much.
Right. Bye. Have a great evening.
If time allows, we would like to invite you for one of the upcoming events which we do every Saturday. That is the demo days of the funding, a funding event of the startup. So we are happy to know if you are interested to invest or mentor any startup. We are happy to know that.
Sure. Mentoring, absolutely. I'm there. I have had fantastic mentors, and this is a time to give back to the society.
I'll keep you posted. My colleague Aditi will stay in touch with you, and obviously I will be personally connecting with you.
Great to hear that. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Ma'am, bye.